Hello dear students, welcome back again to Chinmoy's YouTube channel. So this is your lesson 15, that is human evolution. So today we are back with a new lesson, human evolution. So this is quite a big topic, but this is not an interesting one. So previously we have already completed with the that population explosion lesson. So we are done with it. So we are nearly ending our portions and we will be back with the revisions again. So let us start with today's lesson of human evolution. So what are the learning objectives of today's lesson? First, we can say that when we are completing this lesson, we will be knowing that what is human evolution, what are the place of origin of human evolution, how does this human evolution is happening, what are the evolutionary changes in humans we will be describing, and we will discuss and describe about the morphological features of human ancestors. So starting from the first one till the present one, we will be discussing about each and every human ancestors in details. So with diagram, with a chart, and from which a million of years ago we have started evoluting. So that evolutionary full process we'll be discussing today. So for more updates on my lessons as per your ICSE curriculum of 10th standard, please do subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share my videos with your friends also, so that they can also get to know the lessons, and which is absolutely free of cost. So subscribe to my channel for the upcoming lessons also, and I'll be back soon with many revision lessons also. So stay tuned, stay updated with all my lessons. Now let us start with today's episode. Now, what is the process of evolution? First, we should know that what is this term evolution means. The process of evolution involves a gradual change or the variation of in the variation of organisms generation after generation. So how we are changing, or there is a gradual change in our physical features, in our structural organization, generation after generation, is called evolution. So evolution means that organisms of present day have arisen from ancestors, and they were more simple previously, so simple in organization. So where does this term evolution comes from? This term is a Latin word. It comes from evolvere, which means to unroll or unfold, to reveal and modification of the gradual changes. So modifying a body, or several changes in a body, or gradual changes in a body, is called evolution. So evolution is defined naturally as a slowly occurring process, which is a continuous process, and it is an irreversible presence of change. So whatever changes are happening generation after generation, they can't be reversed. So suppose there are several characteristics or external visible characters which have been changed gradually generation after generation. So all of a sudden, if you feel that you don't like that external feature, you want to change, no, it's not possible. Once you have gone through the evolution process, whatever you are now, you can't change that thing. So it is an irreversible process. So this evolution is somewhat like a chemical change. Once it is changed or it is modified, it can't be reversed. So it's an irreversible process. Now, this to study this human evolution, what we have done, the various tools such as the time dating excavation and the studying fossils, as well as determining the DNA sequences, have been used. Now, the various tools such as, we can say that determining the DNA sequences have been also used. So, when the DNA sequencing was invented, after that, whatever evolution, whatever research in evolution has been done, so it has been based on the DNA sequencing. There is a great diversity of human forms and features across the planet. The skin color used to be the commonest way of identifying the human races. So there are variations in the skin color, and the skin color is the commonest way of identifying the human races. So all humans, they belong to the single species called the Homo sapiens. So the single species name is Homo sapiens. Okay, so these Homo sapiens, they are the human beings. Now, what is the place of origin of this humans? We are belonging to the family of hominidae. So all human beings, or all Homo sapiens, they are under the family of hominidae. Okay, and they evolved around 20 million years ago. They have evolved around 20 million years ago, and at the same time, we can say that it's a close. We are close relatives to the family of gorillas, chimpanzees, and orangutans. Okay, so the evolution of bipedalism, that is walking on both legs, is called bipedalism, marks the beginning of hominids. So previously these are close relatives. What we are telling, that the chimpanzees, gorillas and orangutans, they are walking on the four legs only. So both the forelimbs and the hind limbs they are using for walking. But as the evolution started, the first beginning marked the bipedalism, that our ancestors started to move on their own 2 feet, and that is the beginning of the hominids. Now this hominids term is used for the humans and their immediate ancestors. So the immediate ancestors and us humans, this hominid terms is used. The Homo sapiens evolved about 1.5 million years ago. The Homo sapiens, they evolved further to Neanderthal man. So Neanderthal man followed by the Cro-Magnon man, and the further to the modern man. So this full evolution we will be studying from, starting from, we will say that Australopithecus, from Australopithecus to the modern man. So the terms are a bit complicated, or they are a little bit tongue twister, but once you start learning with their characters, you will get to know that they are not such difficult also. Okay, so let us start with the different the ancestors of Homo sapiens or the modern human man. So all are called hominids, from the immediate ancestors and the beginning of the bipedalism, when they are all started walking in their 2 feet. So that is called the hominids. And the Homo sapiens, they evolved further from Neanderthal man and Cro-Magnon man to modern man. So let us start with this process. So how did they migrate? So they migrated firstly, so first footprints of this bipedal hominids were from the they started migrating, were found in Africa. So they migrated from Africa to West Asia, and then to Central Asia, then Eurasia, South Asia and East Asia. Gradually then these ancestors traveled down the islands of Indonesia, Philippines and Australia. So gradually it started from Africa. So many footprints have been found in Africa. So we can say that the genetic footprints of humans can be traced back in African roots. So this African roots are the starting. So it has been traced in Africa, then to Central Asia, then to Eurasia, South Asia and so on to East Asia. Then these ancestors, they traveled from Indonesia, Philippines to Australia. From Australia they crossed the Bering Land Bridge to America. Okay, they crossed the Bering Land Bridge to America. They went forward and backward and moving in and out of Africa. They went forward and backward and even moving in and out of Africa. Okay, they went forward, they went backward and even moving in and out of Africa. Is it clear? So what are the main factors on which the evolution happened? So might be they started moving from Africa to different regions in search of food. So as the availability of food in Africa, might be they were not getting sufficient food, they started moving from one place to another. So and their availability of food, also their body changes, their physical, their structural changes happened due to availability of food. They tried to modify their body parts, they tried to modify their organs in presence of different types of food. So availability of food is the main thing. Next comes the habitat. So habitat in which they were staying, they had to modify according to that. Then the environmental suitability. So whether it was cold, it was hot, whether it was whatever environmental conditions was there, on that also they had to modify themselves. Now, what are the evolutionary changes which happened in humans? So, there were several changes. There were several changes in their structure, in their body features, and in their characteristics as well. So, what are the main evolutionary changes which happened? So, first of all, their posture became erect. They were moving on their forelimbs, then their posture became erect, then came the bipedal locomotion, then the forelimbs adapted to hold objects, then increase in brain size and its complexity to think intelligently and logically it happened. So erect posture, what it means to walk and stand straight. Okay, so that is, we can say that it is the erect posture, that is to walk and stand straight. Now bipedal locomotion, that is to we can say that to have free forelimbs. Okay, to have free forelimbs. Now forelimbs were adapted to hold objects. Now increase in the brain size, that is they can think intelligently and logically. They had a logic. Previously our ancestors, they couldn't think logically, but gradually this evolution helped them to think intelligently and logically. Now next comes the articulation of speech. Formation of chin happened and reduction in the size of canines. So previously, as they used to tear the flesh, tear the raw flesh, the canine size was more bigger. Gradually it reduced, and loss of brow ridges. So the brow ridges also they modified. Okay, so let us see with the diagram how the evolution happens. Now this is a chart of human evolution. Now here we have started here from the Gyropithecus, then Ramapithecus, and we will consider in your portions, in your curriculum, it's from Australopithecus. So Australopithecus, it was having a brain capacity of 500 cc. Then comes the Homo habilis, that is having a brain capacity. It is actually the brain is enlarging, it is becoming complex, and it is becoming more, it is able to think logically, it is becoming more intelligent. So the brain capacity is increasing. Then after that, the Homo erectus, it is having the brain capacity of 900 cubic centimeter. Then it's 1400 for the Neanderthal man. Then it is this should be here. It is 1450 for the Cro-Magnon man, or this Cro-Magnon man is also called the Homo sapien fossilis. It is having another name also, that is Homo sapien fossilis. It is having another name also, Homo sapiens fossilis. And this modern man is having a brain capacity of 650 cubic centimeters. So this last two data in this chart is wrong, so just correct that, and you just see the structural differences from the starting Australopithecus to the modern man. Now we will be taking each and every individual from the ancestors till the modern man and just discuss their characters, their brain capacity, and their how many million ago they were staying. So let us start with that one. Now first comes the Australopithecus. So for Australopithecus was staying 3.9 million years ago. So its brain capacity is 400 to 600 cubic centimeter. They were able to walk. So how the posture was there? They were able to walk and run, but the knees were a little bit bent position. Now what are the important special features? They had small canines and brow ridges projecting over the eyes and lacked the chin. So they had small canines. Canines were small. It is not being able to see here. Their brow ridges were projecting. The brow ridges were projecting over the eyes, and they lacked the chin. So they were not having proper chin. Next is the Homo habilis, and they were also called the handyman. So this is the structure of Homo habilis. They used to live 2.3 million years ago. Their brain capacity was 650 to 800 cc. They had erect posture. They had bipedal locomotion. Face was highly prognathous with small canines, and this canine has they had prominent brow ridges. Okay. Next comes the Homo erectus, or the upright man. They used to stay 1.7 million years ago. 1900 cc was their brain capacity. They walked erect and prominent brow and small chin. They had small canines but larger molar teeth. So they had prominent eyebrow. They had a small chin. They had, see, you can see they're having small chin. They are having prominent eyebrows, but they are having large molar teeth. So canines are small. It's not visible. And then we move on. After this Homo erectus only, we move on to the Homo sapiens neanderthalensis. So this is Homo sapiens neanderthalensis. So these are a little bit tongue twister. You need to pronounce them and write them properly. So they are also called Neanderthal man. So this is actually easy. So you can call them Neanderthal man. So they are also called Neanderthal man. They used to live 40,000 to 1 lakh years ago, and their brain capacity was 1300 to 1600 cc, and they had an erect posture. They had protruding faces and heavy brow ridges. They had strong mandible but no chin. So they had protruding faces, heavy brow ridges, strong mandible but no chin. So chin was not prominently available. Next comes the Homo sapien fossilis, or the Cro-Magnon man. So Homo sapien fossilis or Cro-Magnon man, they lived 20,000 to 50,000 years ago. They had 1650 cubic centimeter capacity of brain. They had erect posture. They had large skull. They had strong jaws with teeth closer and prominent chin and inconspicuous brow ridges. Okay. Now this is the last one, that is the Homo sapiens sapiens. This is almost like the modern man. So they stayed 25,000 years ago. They had a brain capacity of almost 1200 to 1600 cubic centimeter. They can walk or stand in erect posture. They had thin skull bones, development of 4 curves in the vertebral column. So this is how the evolution process from Australopithecus gradually to Homo sapiens sapiens. And now we are the Homo sapiens, or the human being. We are having a well developed brain, we are having erect posture, we are same as this Homo sapiens sapiens. We have thick skull bones, we have development of 4 curves in the vertebral column. So the face has reasonably, it has become small. We have a projecting nose and the brow ridge is limited, and we can say that the teeth is relatively smaller compared to the earlier species now, and we have smaller jaw. We have got several modifications, that is, we have S-shaped spine, we have angled femur, and we have wider pelvis. So these are all development from the first hominid to us. So please study them properly, because in the next episode I'll be bringing you with theories of evolution, that is Lamarck's theory and Darwin's theory. So those are very important theories. We should learn them properly, and these are very important for our exams too. So we are going to study them in the next video. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel. If you are not subscribing to my channel, you will not get to know that whatever updates I am posting. So I am quite regularly posting your lessons as per your curriculum. So stay updated, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to write your queries or comment in the comment box. And don't forget to share my videos also with your friends. Thank you.